In my 2 decades on the job with LAPD, I've seen my share of entitled Karens. But this woman might just be in a league of her own.
What should I say? Would you like first charges? Would you like first charges?
If she doesn't want to pay her bill, yes, I will like that.
You got it. Hello, ma'am. I'm Officer Watson. How are you doing tonight?
Okay, waiting for my attorney to arrive.
You're waiting for your attorney to arrive? Okay. So I'm going to give you 2 options today. All right? So you can either go to jail or you can leave peacefully and pay your bill.
I'm going to leave peacefully.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pay your bill or you're going to jail tonight.
Awesome.
Who has your bill? Let's pay your bill.
Can I go to the bathroom first? Is that
No.
okay?
No.
I'm going to film you right now.
You're being recorded.
I can go to the bathroom. I have a right to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you know, you're going to leave the establishment, but prior to doing that, you're going to pay your bill that you have not paid.
I will pay my bill.
Okay, so let's go ahead and pay your bill.
I'm going to the bathroom because I need the bathroom.
You're not going to the bathroom, you're going to vacate the premises.
If I vacate the premises, then I go to jail.
No, you're going to pay your bill and you're going to leave.
When police arrived, every attempt to resolve the situation seemed to create a new argument. For several minutes, Officer Watson tried to move the situation toward a resolution. Instead, each attempt seemed to create a new obstacle.
So you're telling me I cannot go to the bathroom?
Not on this property.
So I need to go to the bathroom outside and then pay my bill?
You're going to pay your bill and you're going to
I have to go to the bathroom real bad.
You're going to pay your bill and you're going to leave. I'm going to let you know now, I'm going to give you about a couple of seconds to make a decision, or you're going to come with me and you're going to go to jail.
Okay, time out. You know what? Let's not give her a couple of seconds. Look, how many times does the officer, and big shout out Watson for being professional throughout, so far, right, throughout this whole incident, is the fact that you're asking her to pay the bill. How many times you got to pay the bill? This is going to become that classic case of defrauding an innkeeper, right? Dine and ditch. But no, you don't have to go to the bathroom. Just kind of comply and, you know, pay the bill and you'll be on your way. But instead, here we are. Don't know what's going to happen.
I'm going to go to the bathroom, and you can walk me there.
Do you wish to press charges? Do you wish to press charges tonight?
Is she willing to pay her bill?
She's trying to play the game against the restaurant, and I'm trying to get her out of here. So,
Yes.
okay. All right, then go ahead and put your phone down.
No, we're not doing this right now.
All right.
No.
Let's go.
You cannot trespass me in the same night. Stop. No, this is not. I'm calling my attorney.
Okay, that's fine.
So you're putting me in jail for going to the bathroom?
No, if you don't want to.
Okay, and by the way, I forgot to address the attorney. Here we go again with, you know what, I'm waiting for my attorney. That's a new one. So I'm at a restaurant, I'm eating, and I refuse to pay, right, theft of services. And now I'm going to wait for my attorney. For him to do what? To tell you that, you know what, you got to pay your bill because it's considered, quote unquote, dine and ditch, theft of service or theft of services, and also known as defrauding an innkeeper. What do you think?
Pay your bill.
I want to pay my bill.
Okay, put your stuff down.
Can I go pay my bill now?
Put your stuff down. Put your stuff
Now you want to go pay your bill.
Right now. I'm not doing this right now.
Ma'am, I do not want to take you to the ground. If you keep fighting me, I'm going to take you to the ground.
I'm calling my attorney right now. Stop! Do not!
Ma'am, you're not going to overpower me, and I'm going to throw you to the ground here in a second. Stop resisting.
You're literally
Stop
doing
resisting.
this in a public place. And
All right. Put your hands behind your back. All this for what? Stand up. All this for.
I told you I would pay my bill. I told you I would pay my bill. Give me my phone.
I'll give it to you. Take a seat. Take a seat. Put your feet in.
Give me my stuff.
I will give you your stuff. Just take a seat.
No, I want my stuff first. I want my purse.
The purse is sitting on my car.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You just put it there. It's ridiculous. Watch your feet so I can grab your purse.
Where are my shoes at?
I'm going to grab them. He put it on top of my car. Move your feet.
Just wrestled me as a 40-year-old superinfluencer.
Acting like a child.
I'm not acting like a child. You're paid by them. You're paid by them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Where's my stuff?
It's on the back of my car. Look behind you.
I want the bag.
It's right behind you.
I want it right now.
Okay.
I have a right to an attorney.
You do have a right to an attorney.
I have a right to an attorney.
You sure do.
And I want to call him right now.
You call him at the jail.
Me on the floor. You wrestled me on the floor.
I gotta use the force I gotta do now. That was so dumb. So dumb. She wouldn't pay her bill, and then she's like, I have to pee. I was like, you need to get off the property. I'm not getting off the property. I need to use the bathroom. Ma'am, exit the property. No. And then she punched him, one of the managers. So.
With the situation under control, officers turned their attention to the people who had witnessed the disturbance from the beginning.
She's got a dress on. I mean, fine. 1 second. Oh, yeah. I need a statement from you, if you do not mind. You might want to do it on that. So just put your information, name, date of birth, and all that good jazz. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
I'm sorry to go through this. I really am sorry, but
It is what it is. I don't mind.
I know, but you know.
Sometimes it's being a little too ridiculous, but it is what it is.
You understand? She applied for a job here to this afternoon.
Oh, really? She came in, she sat down, she maybe had something to drink, something to eat. While here, she did this. And then however she punched you, hit you, just write that in.
Okay, so just worth mentioning, and if you're new to the channel, I do talk about these misdemeanors not committed in your presence. So you have the defrauding an innkeeper, right? Theft of services, and you also have this trespassing, right? That I believe he's the owner or the manager of this restaurant. So what ends up happening is the police only transports and does the arrest and booking procedures. The rest of the process, right, the rest of the case has to be the restaurant to show up to court and pretty much plead their case, okay? So, again, if you're new to the channel, I talk a lot about this misdemeanor not committed in your presence, and yeah, that's just the way it goes.
So she also made me look like she was grabbing my ass in front of all the customers, like my back, multiple times.
Do you want to press charges?
Oh.
I saw it happen. I'm standing right there.
Oh, you was there?
I mean,
I'll be a witness.
I don't mind. I'll charge her with that as well.
It's up to you, Bobby. Should I do it, boss? It's up to you. That's your, she touched you, no me. I'm okay. I don't want her to be in trouble.
I'll at least just say that it happened, but that you don't want anything.
I don't want her coming back again, you know.
Okay. Do you guys want to trespass? I'm assuming.
No, absolutely. That's for sure.
Will do. Which, yeah, makes sense. No, I don't have her. I haven't gone into it. I haven't
Because I can start filling that out for you in the meantime to help you out.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I gotta bounce to.
Yeah.
I gotta be there by 8.
She closed fist punched my right arm.
Do you know where her phone is?
She attacked you?
And it's also worth mentioning that not only do you have that defrauding an innkeeper, you have this trespassing, and also now you have that battery that wasn't committed in your presence, another misdemeanor charge.
Like she kicked you?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I mean, it's just in the flailing of her resisting. So she'll get a resisting charge. I have your information here. This will be the trespass, so she cannot come back here.
Last name?
Yes. You don't have to put that information there, but I guess you. Yes, that's fine.
I deal with it better for you. I deal with your offer. that put you in this situation.
no worries.
I
She
told
did
them, I
it.
said, if she was just leaving, I don't care about the money. Seriously. If she was just leaving when we asked her to leave,
It would have been no problem.
no, you know, 40, whatever is the it worth it the more.
To have her leave.
Oh my God. Than this, you know what I mean?
Then can I have a print inside?
This lady will sit at the bar next to her. So she said that I said, well, and the food was amazing. I had so much fun. I said, I'm glad that you enjoyed the food. I said, I enjoyed the show. I said, the show was great. She came out and said, thank you.
Do you guys have video inside?
I wish I had.
That's no
I wish
worries.
I had.
Oh. It sure is.
That guy was not in this scene.
He's the owner of the business you've been trespassed from now.
Well, he was not involved in the scene. Can you talk to the people who are sitting nearby the situation? Because I already posted it live, Mr. Watson.
Okay. That's
So I already posted this whole thing of me fist bumping Anthony, not meanly, being nice, and you're arresting me based on.
You have a couple charges tonight.
I have a couple charges.
Yes.
Where are they?
Hold on. I will
Is
tell
it
you.
based on Mr. Anthony Watson, whatever your name is, both of you, talking to people who hate each other? Is that what it is? Because literally, I'm asking you to talk to the people who are around the scene, and you're just like,
I'll get to it. I'll get to it. I'll get to it.
will you?
Yep,
Will you
I
ever
will.
actually ask somebody who saw what happened?
It sure is.
Awesome. Well, Officer Watson, I have this all live, like the whole fist bump and everything.
Alright.
So while you're writing your report, it's already getting like viral.
I
That
hope so.
you arrested a female person who wanted to go to the bathroom. You're Officer Watson. And I hope your camera's on.
It is. You've asked
You're
multiple
Officer
times.
Watson. This is literally Saturday night. I wanted to go to the potty before I pay my bill. And then Officer Watson shows up, throws me on the floor.
That's not what happened.
Yeah, you did. You definitely did. You threw me on the floor.
Oh, how you describe it is
You
not
wrestled
true.
me.
Okay, so let me address that part also, is that that's not exactly what happened. What happens is what I've said in other videos, and if you're new to the channel, I always do have the opportunity to explain when officers use force, right? So any law enforcement officer that applies force, it's for those three reasons. And we learned this like 28, almost 30 years ago, 25 years ago. And of course, it's been enhanced. And, you know, there's been some additional ways why you would use force as the years have gone by. But you use force when you effect an arrest, okay, when you prevent an escape and overcome resistance. So when you're effecting an arrest and you're not complying and you're resisting, guess what? We got to take it to the ground and we have to effect that arrest. To do what? To get those hands behind your back so that we can cuff you up, code for in custody. So that's the reason why the officer used force. That's the reason why the majority of law enforcement officers use force, for those three reasons, okay? Those are basic, and there's way more of a conversation to have about applying force. But across the nation, those are probably the three main reasons.
All right. 1 second. No worries. So this is the case number associated. It's if she comes back, we can take her to jail for that as well.
Thank you so
All
much.
right?
You have a good night.
Of course. Have a good one.
What started as a disagreement over a restaurant bill had ultimately led to an arrest, a lengthy investigation, and a transport that continued the confrontation almost to the very end.
Okay, so the charges you're going to be charged with tonight is going to be battery, theft of services, and resisting without violence.
I didn't resist anything. I just asked you if I go to the bathroom.
You're forgetting after the fact.
Battery with a fist bump and it already went viral?
Alright, so in your property, you have, here's your clothes and shoes. I'll give you your shoes before you get out the car.
Where's my phone?
I was about to tell you. And here's your paperwork, your phone, your purse, and inside your purse is your cell phone.
Can I have my cell phone?
No.
No,
Here's your
because
cell
you want
phone.
to trap me. Like
No,
a
you're
little
not
dog in a stage show.
So here's all your property. Of course, thank you.
Take videos, take videos! I was never resisting you, bro. I asked to go to the bathroom, Mr. Watson. And you threw me on the floor. And I filmed it. And my attorney already has the footage. You threw me on the floor, and my attorney already has the footage. A white girl. I'm not even black. And you throw me down.
That's crazy.
Is your camera?
That is crazy. You know what? We shouldn't tolerate comments like that. You know, what I will say about comments that are made by the arrestee is the fact that, you know, we have so much more work to do, because if that's the perception that the public thinks about police officers, you know what? Totally wrong, totally uncalled for. Totally uncalled for, I should say. And it's just sad to know that, you know, people actually think that way. So I'm here to tell you that I kind of explained to you why we use force. And we have more work to do, right? We're trying to bridge these gaps. That's what's more important than anything. And hopefully, by us doing these type of breakdowns and having body cam footage all over up in YouTube, you know what? It's a good thing, because you get to see the transparency and the accountability on behalf of the arrestees of how people act towards police officers, okay? I hope that kind of helps.
Yes, I'm glad it recorded that.
I'm just saying. I'm not even black if you think that.
That's racist.
You don't remember Miranda rights.
Don't have to. I haven't asked you any questions.
You don't have to. You can just throw me on the floor and wrestle me for going to the bathroom.
I didn't ask you any questions. That's what Miranda
You don't
rights.
ask me any questions. What is your job? Just so you got paid $50 gift certificate, Mr. Watson?
Nobody paid me. Besides the city of
Why
Winter
else
Park.
would you throw me on the floor? I'm a nice person who just wanted to go to the bathroom in the Mayor building. But you want to throw me on the floor because your battery light's on and you have no freaking idea what day it is. And you're doing your job. Officer Watson, I'm going to pee in your car, okay?
If you do that, you'll be charged.
You didn't let me pee at the restaurant. I asked you to go back to the restaurant and you threw me on the floor. Remember?
Or you got Kendra Scott? Oh. Do you have my,
No, I gave you the one back, but it was all bloody and shit, so you probably threw it away.
I don't think I did.
But I have an
Can
extra
you-
one at home.
Well, can you just double? Okay. Can you turn so I can fix the cuffs for you so they don't tighten up on you?
It means
Can-
you're
can
going
you
to tighten
turn-
them even further?
No, I'm loosening them. Can you turn that way?
No, I want to go to the bathroom.
Okay, you're not.
I don't trust you. I'm going to
Turn-
step outside.
Okay, no, you're gonna.
I don't trust you.
Ma'am.
You've already assaulted me. You, Mr. Watson, you threw me on the floor
Yes,
after
I
I
did.
asked to go to the bathroom. I don't trust you.
I'm fixing the cuffs.
No, I think you're going to tighten them as you already
Okay,
threatened
that's
to.
fine, That's fine.
Man, I'm Officer Newman. How you doing tonight?
I'm not happy.
All right, I understand that. But what I need to do is I need to double up those cuffs on you, okay? You haven't met me yet. We have no previous interaction.
There's no reason to double up them.
Okay,
They're
that way
tightening.
it doesn't cinch onto your wrist, okay?
He's already assaulted me,
Okay,
threw me on the
ma'am,
floor,
I'm not talking.
and I can't go to the
ma'am,
bathroom.
listen to me. I'm not talking about that right now. I just need to do that really quickly. Thank you.
I don't really believe you because he already said he was going to tighten them 3 minutes ago. And his camera's off now. Isn't it interesting how your camera's off now, Mr. Watson? Your camera's off after you threatened to tighten further.
Never off.
Yeah, it's on now, but you threatened to tighten my handcuffs. No, I don't see the red light.
Thank
So I've
you.
been beat up by an officer trying to go to the bathroom after trying to pay my bill. All hurting. This is all hurting.
That's why I'm fixing it.
After he beat me up, Mr. Watson beat me up. That guy saw it. Mark, the worker, saw it. You beat me up on the floor.
Sit back down.
This is so tight.
Okay, so some final thoughts here. First and foremost, big shout out to Winter Park PD for remaining professional throughout the entire incident. You turned every single stone, you investigated, and were able to arrest her for the misdemeanor battery. The trespassing is good to go, and so is that theft of services. Look, you know what? This wasn't about the bathroom break whatsoever. This was just pure entitlement on your part, okay? You're refusing to pay, you're filming customers, and then you start acting all crazy, okay? Look, pay your bill, you know what? Comply first, and you can complain later, okay? Act like an adult, or what? You're gonna end up at the Great Bar Motel, okay? Those comments about using force and being racist in that sense, you know what? They should not be tolerated whatsoever. Respect the business and respect the badge. Hope you learned something. Okay, so Angela was charged with battery and resisting an officer without violence. Cases like this are often resolved through pleas or diversions. However, We were unable to locate any public court records or final disposition at this time. Ring that bell to be notified for the next upcoming episode. When I say smash, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Please comment below because we want to hear from you. If you would like to see me have interviews with other cops about law enforcement related issues and internal affairs, go to the Marlon Marrache Show, okay? Thank you for watching, and we will see you on the next one.